Greetings, people of the night. It is 3:13 a.m. here. I guess lucky day 7/7/2015. I have zero business at all doing what we're about to do, but we're gonna do it. I'll explain to you why. Now, interesting thing here. This is my first time recording. This is gonna be one video tonight, but it's my first time recording the solo survival series with the new update, content update 14, which, as you can see right here, that is the somehow 40-minute video. It was supposed to be about 15. It took a long time. I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, though, we're going to come in here, and if you need to know anything about content update 14, check out that video. I covered pretty much everything, so everything looks to be correct here. They kind of changed this little front interface. Oh, it's hot in here. Alright, so this is kind of going to be a weird video. I'll warn you right now, it's what we actually do in the game is probably going to be boring. It might not be. I mean, I might intend for it to be boring, and I might dig into a dungeon or a lava lake or who knows what. But what I'm kind of going to have to do is some updates. And not just here, I think that's what I'll call the video. Namely, because we can do some cool stuff now. And I wish I had known about it. Was really going to be coming this soon. They really should maybe update people on these things. But what I had planned to do in this world, where we left off, I think we'd maybe finished plugging up the lava over there. I don't know. But what I intended to do is off camera, I was going to just clean out every single bit of that. I've done some of it, but I'm at level 25 right now, which means I don't want to go somewhere tall building and die. And so I want to be very cautious. It takes quite some time in the console edition. I guess not too terribly bad, but I have no spawners here that we've located, so I can't just go farm levels real fast. I have to do it the old-fashioned way. But I want to get to level 30. I want to do a max enchant on a diamond pickaxe, and that's why I've been leaving this stuff here. Some of it that's in the walls, or in the ceiling, or say that this was 2 pieces of gold or something right there. I think I'll probably leave a lot of that. But this stuff here, I left it here because I'm hoping to get a really good pickaxe. And then when I mine, say a cluster of diamonds, which I know that's redstone, but pretend with me that it was blue, since they're basically the exact same thing. That's why your Think Geek Light has the exact same facing, if you will, just different light behind it. I'm hoping instead of getting 4 diamonds, we would get more than that, because we'd have a good pickaxe. That's what we were supposed to do in this episode. I was going to come in here, and we were just simply... Do I even have a pick? No. What are we doing with our lives? I was going to come in here and we were just going to basically enchant the pick, celebrate, and go back to work. That is obviously not what's going to happen now. I think you'd seen these 2 chests. I don't know for sure if you had or not. But anyway, one of the new things here in the game, and the thing that I was the most excited about, I have no clue where they would have put it. Let me hear. Yes. Look at the beautiful colors. This is fantastic. I had so many things I wanted to do in this. And this is why I think I made mention to the lapis somewhere. I'm not sure what video now, but I can make blue stained glass now. It is fantastic. I've got so much I want to do with that. And sadly, I have used a lot of regular glass where I would have preferred to have had color. But did not know that was coming. Some of the different fences and stuff, I guess we can... cycle through, and you can again watch the update video and you can kind of see all the new additions and everything. Biggest thing for me though is the stained glass. But why am I making this video right now if I'm tired and it's 3 in the morning? 3 is really not that late for me, but I have been out of town. Classic crafting too, that would be kind of nice. But I've been out of town, went on vacation. 4th of July is kind of one of those few times I can actually, leave. You got Thanksgiving and Christmas. Sometimes Labor Day, of course, that's so heavily trafficked anyway. So 4th of July, you can kind of like shut work down for a day or two and sort of get a long weekend. And it's kind of what we like to do. And so we loaded everybody up. We went on a little trip. That's why I was out of town. Previous week, I was out of town just on a quick weekend thing I had to do. That's why I didn't get King Cobra Cadabra. This weekend, I ran into a distant GameStop. Amazed the employees with my vast knowledge of Skylanders, I guess, once again. Wasn't offered a job, but I think if I stuck around, I might have been. You weren't supposed to see that yet. And so, what on earth was I doing in here? I don't even know. But long story short, I did get King Cobra Cadabra, so I was pretty stoked about that. And what else? They had one poster left. It was the last King Cobra Cadabra, and it was also, I wondered why I couldn't move forward. It was also the last poster, I think. She might have said she had a few, but she only brought one out. So that was good news. I went ahead and got that taken care of. Then I got back into town today, and I have no idea. Sometimes, and it's not their fault. This is the post office. But sometimes when Activision sends stuff out to me, it either comes the next day, like via FedEx, or I don't think they maybe once or twice have used UPS. Usually FedEx seems to be what West Coast people say. They're like, oh, don't use UPS. I'm like, around here locally, you want to use UPS and not FedEx, but I guess it's like little regional differences or something. But every once in a while, something comes through like the post office. And I don't know what it is with those people, but they do not like delivering mail to me. And the label that Activision puts on it, it's got, my name, the YouTube name, place of work, that's where I have things sent. And it's got the address and everything. UPS, FedEx, they can deliver things with zero issues whatsoever. But you give it to the post office, and they get a little bit feisty. I mean, if you've got like one of those things, like today, when I got it, I assume I should have had this thing like, I don't know, probably I think June 30th, if I'm not mistaken. And what they did is they create a new label at the post office, and they like just, oops, didn't mean to break that, did I? But they just add one line to it. And I mean, they don't add one line, they like reorder it, if you will. So if it said like one of Wisdom and then the address, they'll change it and they'll have the address and then one of Wisdom. It doesn't even follow their typical format of name, address, city, state, zip. They just like change the extra lines that don't really even matter that much. And then they somehow like delay delivering it for 7 to 10 days. So I don't know what they do, but I guess the good news is I did receive that package and I have it now. If you're wondering what it is, you probably have a good idea, and yes, it is the E3 exclusive Spitfire's, I guess, alternate vehicle, or the, trying to think what they called it, event exclusive. I don't know, I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with it, but it is Hot Streak, the E3 edition one. So very cool. I'm going to get that showcased for you. I've obviously got to do the King Cobra Cadabra unboxing, so that'll be something you can look forward to there as well. Still need to unbox Pac-Man, still have a few of the minis to unbox. They will be placed on the back burner, as they have been for quite some time. But all that's going on the Skylander front. Now, why am I making this video? Well, this series, after I'd kind of had to abandon it, for the greater good of all things Skylanders in the winter, I started doing it daily, and there's a couple of people that watch this thing daily, or they really enjoy the solo survival series. So feedback from them was, yes, we want to see everything and do it daily if you can. That'd be awesome. Well, then a while back, my nephew and I started dual survival, which is basically solo survival, but with two of us, and we do the split screen. Had some people ask, like, oh, why don't you just, play online together, yada yada. Well, it's more fun for us to play together, and of course, you do that by being in the same room at the same time. So it kind of gives you two things to see. If I'm like doing something like this, chances are he's like exploring a ravine or farming spiders from the spawner, or something more intense. You can kind of pick your perspective that way. I think it works out well. When I watch the episodes, I don't ever think like, man, that screen's tiny, or I wish it was full screen. I just kind of like, oh, I'd hear, and then if right now my nephew would be like, oh, or make some distressed sound, everyone would just shift their eyes to the bottom screen and see what he was up to. So again, that to me, it's not too big of a deal, but long story short, we started that dual survival, and I've been cranking those things out for a long time. We're pretty deep into that. I think might be into the 80s now, episode count wise. So quite a few, and I basically got to a point where those episodes alternate. So episode 1 is my channel, 2 is his channel, 3 is my channel, etc. And what happens is whenever I would have a dual survival day, we'll just say like tomorrow, at 10 a.m. I had solo go live, and then at 4 p.m. I had dual survival go live. And what happens then a lot of the time is people just watch like your one video, your latest video. Assuming you've got work or school or whatever it may be, you come in, and a lot of people they'll come in and it's like, wow, sweet, backlog of 4 videos, I've got stuff to do all night, or something like that. But a lot of people, maybe just more like casual, or like, what's he been up to, they'll come in and they just watch the most recent one. So in order to kind of like maximize the video's newness and everything, we're already out of that pick, it works best if you actually come in and just do one per day, at least in the same style of a video. If you were doing Forza, Minecraft, and Skylanders, you could do like 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. or whatever you want to do, whatever time slots. And so I went to that format, and I thought it was going great. And then what happened is my nephew, of course, he's out of school for the summer, and he decided he was going to resurrect Super Battles. Super Battle Season 1, that was like his first videos. It was several years ago now. But he came in and he was kind of working on that stuff. And what he opted to do was to come in, and we did it poll battle style. He was kind of more into like the website and blogging and everything back then. And so that's the route that we took, and nothing wrong with it. But ultimately what he decided to do was to come in and sort of change it up a little bit. He decided it would be cool to do kit PvP, which I have to agree with him. It's actually a lot of fun. So we've been recording that on the time slot that we would have been doing like a dual survival, if you will. So issue there is some of you on my channel may not know about it unless you like follow me on Twitter or something. Why? Because those are entirely on his channel. Super Battles, something he came up with, like I said, a couple years back. So we wanted to keep it that way. And I do try to link up to them, but I just started 7-10 days ago. So going on, out of town 2 weekends in a row is kind of hard to, keep up with everything. But we're doing the best we can. And I feel like some of you might not have been aware of that one, so I'm kind of throwing it out there. We'll go ahead, I guess, make a couple more picks. So we've got that going, and that's something you should be aware of. I was hoping I'd turn around and we would have a slime, but no such luck. So you'll be seeing some of that. I'll probably be, retweeting, posting them on social media and stuff. So that's the story behind Super Battles. So that's going on. He's still wanting to do dual survival. We've just honestly, with work, it's been so busy, and then with actually going out of town and getting away from work temporarily. Thought I heard a slime. Maybe it was just me walking on the dirt. That kind of is tied into like the busyness of everything. So that's the story there. And then of course that makes me feel bad for not having the solo videos going up every day. And of course he made the switch to Super Battles from Dual Survival, right like a couple of days after I decided to go solo survival alternating daily. But for the time being, solo survival is going to be every other day. I'm going to stick to that. And then basically the days in between, I hope to have dual survival. If we don't record that, I'll try to have something else up. I don't know, can't guarantee it. But in addition to the solo survival being a regular staple, I intend to get crud tons of progress done on the trap team upgrades and things of that nature. I've still saved some of the Mario and Donkey Kong trap team news as well. I have a couple more videos on that front to make. It's amazing, like, the people that have the resources and the people at E3, there's like so much that they don't cover. It's kind of like, oh, here, look at the gameplay, and look at me, and here's my food. And it's kind of like, well, what about the game? Maybe tell us some things about that. So, Skylander Club Forum, I've got some cool things planned there. Don't know if I'll go into those just yet. Again, a big thing you'll want to make note of with the Skylander Club Forum, I'm going to start having a lot of my pole battles, like things I can't do, like there's no PvP in Trap Team, right? So the way I work around that is I have a pole battle. Sometimes we do aesthetics, sometimes I tell you to do battle, sometimes I tell you to just do overall, who would be the superior character in your mind. It's going to start having a lot more of those, but the most important thing, for those of you that are not members, you're not signed up on the forum, I have actually come in and I've structured it in a manner now where I've allowed non-forum members to actually vote. Now, if you want to come in and say, yeah, Gusto would wreck Thunderbolt and here's why, then you will, yes, still have to, come in and actually create an account in order to make that post and, tell everybody why. Again, I run the site, I created the site. I don't spam, I don't send out. If I ever do a newsletter, it'll probably be like a monthly thing, or like, oh snap, GameStop just announced this crazy deal. Go take advantage of it, people. I guess I should mine this since we do want to get to level 30. And then I guess I'll just fill it in with smooth stone or something. But that kind of updates you on that front. I think there's lava somewhere up here. Animal Crossing. I'm still playing New Leaf. If you have not visited my town, make sure you do that. We should probably replace that just for the heck of it. Interesting thing there. I had some mouse visit my town on a camping escapade, and then I didn't want her to move in. I had, who was it that I let move out? It was Eric the Moose, which I thought he was kind of cool, but he was kind of like the odd man out. I've got like my staples that I'll never ever let move unless something tragically bad happens, i.e. I lose my 3DS or the game or something, and I just simply can't get in there. So like Kurt, Whitney, I've got Lobo now. I think he's going to become a perma-resident of my town. Bettina, big fan of hers. Rosie, I've had other cats I like better, but for some reason I just can't bring myself to let her go. She's an original resident of my town. Bettina's an original resident. Whitney's been with me for a long time now. Lobo's fairly new, but he's pretty freaking cool. But long story short, man, I had these two weird characters. Like, they didn't camp, they just moved in. I got down to 8. Usually when that happens, you get a 9th villager move in. And I got Cherry. Alright, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, who is Cherry? I don't want to, like, spoil it. Like most things, and I try to, like, have the element of surprise and everything like that. And I was thinking, okay, Cherry, or it's going to be a squirrel, or I could see, like, a pink-colored, like, bear, kind of like a super glammed out Kurt or something, No, it's like this dog, and she's like Punk or something. I don't know, I just don't feel like that fits the name Cherry. So that was kind of where she's like wearing a spiderweb t-shirt. I don't know, it's like a mall rat from the 80s, but she's a dog named Cherry. She is kind of cherry colored, I'll give her that. And I thought that was strange, and then what really kind of ticked me off Bella moved into town, and again, Bella, I'm thinking like this, cool-looking cat. That was my nephew's cat. She passed away recently, black and white cat. I just think of a cat, that's what I think of. Even before, if he wouldn't have had Bella the cat, I would still associate Bella with a cat, me personally. Bella in Animal Crossing turns out to be a mouse, and it's not a cute mouse. It's like another goth character. And I swear she has fangs. Like Sylvia was an original resident. She was the first one I had move out of my town. I can't stand that chick. She's got she's a cow that wears like tie-dye, but she's got demon eyes, man. She just looks evil. And Bella, she doesn't look evil, but she looks like she's a vampire mouse. Like punk vampire mouse. And so again, I might have been cool with that. It's just the timing of it, man. Like I wanted like Apollo, I wanted someone, to move, camp in my town, and then I go in there, win some stuff off of them, and convince them to move to my town, But instead, I got that stuff, so I'm not quite sure what to make of it. But something that I did do here in the Hall of Bedrock, I told you I was clearing it out. I was going to clear this whole thing out, leave the ore. I was hoping to be level 30 for you. I left it here, so it would kind of be a surprise for you. And of course, that's going to be a wall anyway. But we got diamonds. Look at that. It's 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5. It's at least 5, I think. Or is that 4? I don't know. Anyway, there's diamonds. We got some gold, coal, and redstone. We should probably just go ahead and see if we can't get to level 30. Now, the other issue is I think I built my enchanting station like we did in Dual Survival. I could never figure out why we could only get up to level 28 when I got my Infinity Bow in Dual Survival. And of course, what it turned out to be is that we had done the bookcases wrong. Go figure. And that, of course, is kind of what did us in there. But we have that in place. And so I think I might have to like push the bookcase back into the wall to make the third row on the side, so we can kind of get like those max level enchantments and everything. And then, like I said, I'm going to throw it down on a diamond pick, and we will hopefully just get a fantastic little deal going for ourselves. So that should be interesting. Let's go ahead and obsidian that out. Excellent. And that's the plan. Again, that's what this episode was supposed to be. Was, hey, look, I'm at level 30, and ooh, what's behind that wall? Look, it's diamonds and gold and all kinds of stuff. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we could get more than those, 4 or 5 diamonds you see? Now, how could we do that? Well, let's go get an awesome... ooh, that was coming at me. Let's go get an awesome pickaxe. Was basically what was going to happen. I think that was the one that I had counted out meticulously to 5. Such a mess. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Alright. But that's what I had intended to do. And of course that just didn't work out as planned. So let's see if we can get this going. Oh. Why can we not get it? Come on now. Do I have to place it right there? Is that what you want from me? Nope. That's not where I clicked. Oh, this is annoying. I guess it would help if I'd move the water bucket, but I'm just not ready to commit at that level. There we go. Was that so difficult? You have to get it in that sweet spot right beside the lava in order for that to work. But we got that done. Obviously, I think my diamond pick is down here. I don't know. The diamond pick is somewhere. And so we will want to find that so we can actually get that obsidian out of there. Or I could leave it and I could have like a PvP room, even though this is a solo series. I don't know. Maybe I'll take the torches out and let some skeletons spawn from time to time. Who knows what I'll do. But we're probably close to the timer. Did not know that was there. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so anything else? Let's see. Working hard on Mind Logics, trying to get that set up so my nephew and I can record there. Actually, the reason this video is so late is because We actually played quite a bit of PvP tonight. Just got back in from the trip, super tired, but we went ahead and did that anyway. Got him a resource pack installed when we got back. He's enjoying that. I just still play everything default. I don't know why. That's just how I roll. But yeah, so solo survival is going to be every other day. Here for the next little bit, I guess these are going to be, kind of more closer to real time. Namely, I think possibly tomorrow my nephew and I will try to get dual survival done. So that means I'll be up all night editing and uploading those. And then maybe the next night I'll have to crash through and do episode 134. In that case, I guess I will mine out some of the coal and redstone. And we'll just see if then we can maybe get our, level up to 30. I think we should be able to do it with just the ore that's down here. If not, I can go into the mine. I might do some off camera, but that's the tentative plan there. So at least you're kind of up to speed. For those of you that wanted to see the Hall of Bedrock get broken down block by block, like we did the first time in Cobble Quest, I guess this is like some throwback action for you. So hopefully you enjoyed the cobble crunching. Why don't I use enchant instead? Well, I guess right now, I do have some upstairs, but I guess right now it's just, I'm saving up. I want that level 30 enchant on my diamond axe, so we've got that to look forward to. Main thing, hope everybody had a great 4th of July. It is Independence Day. Some people seem to refer to it only as the 4th of July, and they only know it as Firework Day. That is sad. That is very, very sad. I'm a big fan of Revolutionary America. It is the most significant thing that's happened, at least in terms of our lives. In the distant past, things would be radically different had it not been for what went down back in the day, late 1700s. So Independence Day, Declaration of Independence. It's not fireworks, not the 4th of July, not International Cookout Day or blow stuff up in the backyard. You can enjoy all those things because you have freedom, and you have freedom in part to the Declaration of Independence. Again, it's not when the war was over. That's the Declaration of Independence. That's kind of when you come in and you show the king that you're really serious about this whole revolution thing. So Tree of Liberty must be watered with the bloodshed of revolution, as Mr. Jefferson said. That is not going well. Okay, well, how far will that go? Okay, so it's done. This is another one of those deals. That'll make a big cobble mess, but oh well. Yeah, so again, I'm big on American history. It's very important. Particularly, my favorite time period is, Revolutionary America. So, I read some of that stuff for fun, man. You're in college and they make you read certain things, and some people hate it, some people like it. I'm like, man, I really wish we could read this part instead. And that's kind of the way I operate. So we still have some lava here to contend with, apparently. So we'll deal with that some other time. But again, Independence Day, not just the 4th of July. It's kind of sad when you see some of the things online that you see. And some people just don't know any better or don't care. But so bottom line, I hope everybody had fun. That is the point. That is why you have your freedom, so you can have your cookout and blow things up. But it is important that you realize why you have the ability to do those things. So like I said, that's one of the only days you can kind of like shut down in the line of work I'm in. So works out pretty nice. Had fun. Had an amazing, my nephew even says this, he got a milkshake. I got the malt. I think the price difference was 50 cents or something. And I felt bad about getting it because it was an expensive malt. It was like $6, which, I was thinking, man, that's crazy. But that thing was fantastic. It's like old-fashioned. They make it in the metal cup, and then it's not like just a machine. It's like hand-spun, and then the extra ice cream that didn't fit in your cup with the whipped cream and the cherry, they actually bring out to you. And you can just like eat that if you're capable of it. So it was very, very cool. It was like a little airport deal. Didn't mean to break that. That was not supposed to be broken. So anyway, yeah, saw some fireworks. got away from work and everything for a little bit, which of course for me that also means I'm away from this stuff. Had a huge backlog of these things done, but then like I said, dual survival, that takes some time, but then we started the new series, Super Battles. There was the content update that had to be done. So I feel like there's a lot of other things I wanted to talk about that we have not addressed. But I guess we'll get to them eventually. So that said, what else can we wrap up with? So main thing you need to know, crazy things are going on in my Animal Crossing town. I guess if you've had Bella the mouse or Cherry the dog, and you like them or hate them, let me know in the comments section. If you haven't visited my Animal Crossing town, do that. I think I've got the dream address on the Skylander Club forum, my sites, probably all over the place. If you want it, I will dig it out for you from some link I've got somewhere. Again, solo survival, I'm going to keep it every other day. That'll just kind of make it a little easier for me to manage this series, because I'm starting to do a little bit more of it off camera, and then of course that in turn makes me actually have to spend more time playing the game and working on it than I would otherwise, which is complicated because as a viewer that doesn't really make sense, but as someone that's recording, it makes perfect sense. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. When dual survival is not around, I'll try to release some of my backlog of Skylander videos. I've got tons of old upgrade research things from the previous games I've not released. I have no idea why, but I do have them. So we'll have that, and let's see here. Go ahead and get a few more of those. I think I'll probably mine on this thing while the recording goes. So, I'll work towards level 30 here. That's probably going to be the next thing we do. I think after we enchant that pick, I might wrap this up, but then I'm going to go back to building, because with the stained glass, I can do some really cool stuff. This is 30 minutes now, but I guess it makes up for it. So, every other day here, it'll continue being like the 10 a.m. time slots. Dual survival, when it is my day, it'll be 4 p.m. And then other thing, Skylanders upgrades, be on the lookout for those. I'll probably stick to my nighttime release, just because that works pretty well. That's kind of like the traditional One of Wisdom time slot for videos anyway. And some of you will probably enjoy that return to format. Thing is, with the upgrade pass, this is something else I wanted to address, probably the only other big ticket item. I used to release them all at once. So if I was to come in and we were going to upgrade Trailblazer, which he is coming up very soon, I would do his base upgrades, Path 1 and Path 2. And I'd release them all at the same time, complete with the attack damage number spreadsheet, and a link to the forum in my site where I have the attack damage numbers, my comprehensive analysis, all that stuff. And essentially what would happen is people would watch the last upload video, and then the view count for the base upgrades and Path 1 would be way, way lower. And what I tried messing around with here lately is I would come in with like Trigger Happy and maybe Whirlwind. I released them one at a time, and even I think with Trigger Happy I did a couple of days in between them. The view count was massively different, and it's not just, I think, because of Trigger Happy or Whirlwind. I think that's just the logistics of how people watch videos. So all those future upgrades I'm probably going to do one night at a time. So example, say tomorrow I had Trailblazer ready to go, you would see Trailblazer base upgrades. The next night you would see Path 1, the next night you would see Path 2, and then of course on that third night when you've got all three parts of the videos out, that's when I would go ahead and release the attack damage number spreadsheet, everything like that. So that is the tentative plan there, and again I'll kind of mix those in, might save them for downtime with dual survival or something. Thought I heard something, not quite sure what. Again, it's very hard to hear over the headset, but anyway, I think that covers everything. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. It was kind of an update slash grind work here in the Hall of Bedrock. So that's why this ore is here. That's why I'm at level 26. That's why I'm going to mine off camera while I edit this thing. So that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series. Again, for those of you that were wondering or didn't pick up on it or see it, every other day, 10 a.m., that's when solo survival should pan out. If not, something strange happened, or I actually had a break, or meltdown on the computer, something, along those lines. So if that goes down, Twitter is your best source of updates. I will let you know what's going down. I'm wondering if there's diamonds behind this gravel, by the way. I've still wondered that. But that said, again, thanks so much for watching. If you haven't checked out Super Battles, it is entirely on the Walkthrough Kings channel. Make sure you do that. Again, Dual Survival, we should have new episodes of it coming very, very soon. Odd-numbered episodes, my channel. Even-numbered episodes, his channel. And then the Skylanders Trap Team upgrades we're going to have coming back very, very soon. I still have a few items of interest on the SuperChargers front for you, including the Nintendo gameplay, and then of course we've got the E3 hot streak to kind of showcase, and King Cobra Cadabra unboxing from Trap Team. A couple other miscellaneous things like that. Custom painted Skylanders, I have quite a few of those I need to kind of showcase to you. But I will quit rambling. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you had a good 4th of July, leave a like. If you're just bored and you're falling asleep, why not fall asleep clicking the like button? So I'm a small channel. I do not do the third-party partnerships. It's long stories I've covered several times, but the support means a lot more to someone like me than it does to those mega channels. So I'm kind of old school in it here, and it's just more of a hobby, have fun type deal for me. So like I said, I appreciate everybody watching it, and we will eventually have this thing hollowed out. Now that the stained glass is here, you will not want to miss what I'm going to do down here. I'm not sure if I'll have it done here, or you'll see what I did on MineLogix first when I start recording the PC stuff. But I'm going to do the same thing down here that I did on the MineLogix server, and I've never seen anyone else do it. I'm sure some people probably have, but there's really no point to it, but it's just freaking cool. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think you'll enjoy it. And with that said, I will finish up over there possibly tonight. We'll see how it goes. And you should be seeing this thing bright and early in the morning. Again, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. And since this is 7/7/2015, I consider that a lucky day. So hopefully everyone has a good July 7th, maybe Hellcat Day if you're a Mopar person. 707 horsepower to get out in your hot rod or something. But anyway, I will leave it at that. That reminds me, there was a 4th of July story I was going to tell. Maybe next time I'll do it if I remember it, which that part is doubtful. But I keep waiting for those trees too. Eventually I'll have enough bones. We'll just throw it down and see what they do. But once again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all back here for the next episode of Minecraft Xbox One Solo Survival.